Namaste everyone. Welcome to another one of Backbend Yoga Flows. This is going to be an intermediate level backbend yoga flow. So follow along and I hope you enjoy it. Come to the center of your mat. Stand tall. Shoulders spread wide. And take a breath here. And then let's come to the forward of our mat and start off with Surya Namaskar A. So inhale as you raise your arms up. Exhale as you forward bend. Inhale as you halfway lift. And then exhale into Chaturanga, followed by upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. You can bend your knees here and stretch your legs out whichever way you want. Pushing the ground with your hands and your feet. And when you're ready, jump or step forward. Inhaling into halfway lift. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhaling as you raise your arms up all the way. And then go into Tadasana. Let's repeat it another time with your own breath at your own pace. Inhaling as you raise your arms up. Exhaling as you forward fold. Inhaling into halfway lift. Exhaling into Chaturanga or the Yogi push-up. Inhaling into upward facing dog. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. This time trying to find length in your spine. Try to push your knees back if there is a bend in your knees. And try to rest the full feet on the ground, even your heels. I know for a lot of us it could be hard, but let's give it a try. And then look forward, jump or step forward. Inhaling into halfway lift. And then exhaling into forward fold. And then inhaling as you come all the way up. And then exhaling into Tadasana. Let's repeat it another time. This time you follow your own breath with your own pace. Try to focus on your alignment as you move from one pose to another. When you're in downward facing dog, your drishti or your gaze could be at your navel point or even at the back of your mat. I prefer at the navel point. When you are done, meet me in Tadasana. From here, inhale again as you lift your arms up, exhaling into forward fold, inhaling halfway lift, exhaling Chaturanga, inhaling upward dog, and then exhaling downward dog. And this time, inhale as you bring your right leg in between your arms and go for warrior one on the right side. And you can incorporate a slight back bend here, looking back, going back a little from your back. And make sure your knee is aligned on top of your ankle for the front leg. Exhale as you slowly bring your arms down to the mat and do a Chaturanga, followed by upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. And let's repeat it on the other side, bringing our left foot in between our arms and inhaling as we go into warrior one on the left side, and incorporating that back bend here again on this side as well, trying to go deeper and keep looking back. The more you look back, the more you can do a back bend here. And then slowly bring your arms back on the mat and do a vinyasa flow, chaturanga, upward dog, and then downward facing dog. From here, inhale as you lift your right leg up and then bend it from the knee, and then go into the wild thing, resting your right foot next to your left, and keep pushing your hips up and extend your right hand forward. Keep looking forward. Stay here for another breath. And then slowly come back to meet me in a downward facing dog. And let's repeat it on the other side, lifting our left leg up, bending it from the knee, and resting the left foot next to the right, lifting our hips up and extending our left arm forward. Slowly come back and meet me in a downward dog. And from here, let's go into a child's pose for a brief moment. And from here, let's come in a lying position with our chest on the mat and bring our arms closer to our sides and just rest them on the sides. From here, bend both your knees and then grab your feet from your hands from the outside. Then look forward and then inhale as you lift yourself up. Your legs, your thighs are off the ground, and at the same time, your upper body, your chest is off the ground. And keep pulling your legs with your hands and keep looking up. The more you look up, the higher you can lift yourself. Gently release the pose and look towards the left side, resting your right ear on the ground. Your arms come by your side. Next, we are going to go into an airplane mode. So basically, you lift your arms and your legs straight up, lifting your entire body up, your chest, your legs, your thighs, your foot and your legs are extended. Keep looking up, stay up, and then gently come back on the mat. And this time look in the opposite direction towards your right side, resting your left ear on the ground and bringing your arms by your side. From here, come into a kneeling position and bring your hands to rest on your lower back. And then from here, inhale as you start bending from your back. Keep looking forward right now. As you keep going back, keep looking forward. And then once you are in reach, grab your heels with your hand, one hand at a time. And then now go into a deeper bend And now bring your neck back and look back, all the way back. Keep pushing your hips forward, keep engaging that core and that hip muscles. And then slowly come back up, one hand at a time. And then come to sit on your heels. And from here, let's go in a lying position on our back this time. And bend our knees so that our feet are in touch with our hands. And from here, tuck your chin in and then lift your hips off the ground. You can bind your hands underneath your hips and make sure you're actively engaging your hips and pushing it up, lifting yourself up. And then slowly come back down on the mat, one vertebra at a time. That was the bridge pose. That was helping us build our strength for the wheel pose, which is the next one. So this time, bring your hands next to your ears and then push yourself off the ground with the help of your feet and your hands and go into the wheel pose. Keep engaging your core, keep engaging your thighs, pushing your hips up. And once done, gently come down, one vertebra at a time. And you can bring your knees in to hug them gently to release any tension from your lower back. And then release your legs and come into a slight forward bend. This is a very passive forward bend, um, just to release any remaining tension that might have accumulated in the lower back. Yeah, just feel relaxed here and bring your heart rate back to normal. From here, come back again on the mat, lying on your mat. And now we are going to go into wind releasing poses. So bend your left knee and hug it 2 inches below your knee. And keeping your arms close to your body, pull your knee down towards your left underarm, slightly towards the left side of the body. You don't want to pull it directly towards your belly, but slightly towards the left side, creating that space in your hip. Gently release it and bring your left knee up and grab it 2 inches below. And then do the same thing here, pulling it towards the side of your body, towards your underarm, keeping both our arms very close to our body. And then release your right leg on the mat. And now you can bend both your knees and then go into windshield wipers. You can use your arms to pull both your knees down for some additional stretch if you need to on the sides. But keep doing it at your own pace, with your own breath. Once done, you can go into the final resting position, which is the Savasana, spreading your hands and your legs wide apart. You can keep your eyes closed and stay here for a few minutes um, to bring your focus on your breath, to just observe your body and to show some gratitude to yourself and the world you live in. I hope you enjoyed this class, and if you like it, follow along with other yoga flows, and I hope to see you in one of the other yoga sessions. Until then, namaste.